Okay, so I just had one question, right? I think is that obviously storytelling as a skill has been always there, right? I mean, the greatest of the communicators, the greatest of the top leaders are generally great storytellers. I mean, if I think of this is the first name that comes to my mind is Steve Jobs, right? And
Yes,
when you can
absolutely.
imagine Steve Jobs standing at that keynote address of announcing iPhone and the way he lands the information, etc., etc. So, I mean, obviously, that's a very high the spectrum. But what I
Absolutely.
am also understanding is that, eventually, this is one of the things of storytelling was, was always there, but was never at the forefront of it. Now, in the new normal, the way COVID has changed the world, etc., our medium of communicating and engagement has changed. Now,
Yeah.
that's why storytelling would be so, so, so key to everything that you do. Now, you tell stories, you make movies, you act, you direct, you're absolutely a professional, right? And I'm so glad and privileged that
Thank
I
you.
know you. But my whole thing is that how do you take a part of you as a director, as a storyteller, as an actor, and is this skill in any way transferable to people in the corporate world or anywhere? I mean, if we want to make people one storytellers, and if they are already storytellers or better storytellers, then what do we do? What are your thoughts on that?
Thank you, Tahir, for this question, and thanks for all your appreciation. So, uh, you know, as you mentioned before, right? Storytellers, everyone, all of us have that storyteller in us. In fact, I think as a country, India, we have been storytellers since ages, since many years.
Mhm,
The first and most important thing with regards to being a storyteller, as per me, is being an observer in life. you know
mhm,
that's where you get the stories, right? You observe
mhm,
every small thing that happens around you,
mhm,
and you assimilate that in your head, put together that together in your head, that automatically becomes a story. When you're walking,
mhm,
I mean, people travel in trains in our country, in buses,
mhm,
and in public places where there are so many people, you get so many things happening around you every
mhm,
second, right? So just observing them will somehow create those stories in your head. And the second most important aspect, and I think this is the most important aspect, not just in storytelling, but in anything in life, is
mhm,
to practice it, right? And I think a lot of us have this barrier of being a little shy in expressing ourselves, right? In telling
mhm,
out something that we
mhm,
want to say,
mhm,
so breaking that barrier and starting the practice with maybe the family members, and then spreading it to the friends and their colleagues, uh,
mhm,
assimilating these stories, telling them as a part of the story, maybe something that happened while they were traveling to work, something that happened with them in the bus, or anything can be a story. But once you start practicing it,
mhm,
you keep getting better at it. And I personally, at least for myself, I can say that this is something I got better at. I would attribute this to a couple of my friends, my wife especially, and one of my friends, Nikhil, because I broke my barrier with them. I started sharing my stories with them. Once I broke
mhm,
that barrier, I got that confidence, and sometimes
mhm.
appreciation also gives you that confidence, right? When you tell a
Correct.
story and they
Yes.
appreciate you. And these two things and your passion, I think if you are passionate, it comes across, right? Once you start enjoying it, once you start
Mhm,
practicing it, you start enjoying it. You get
mhm,
appreciation,
mhm,
some people like your stories, and once you
mhm.
start enjoying it, you become passionate about it. And once you become passionate about it, that passion transfers in the way you say your story, right? And
Perfect.
people like to hear passionate people. Like, I mean, you are one of them. I love the way you talk, right? Because there is so much
That's
passion in your voice, the way
yeah,
you're passionate for whatever you're doing, and every single small thing.
yeah.
And while I was in a corporate company, I had many instances when we had to discuss things in a group. We had to talk to a group. We had to motivate our group, and
Mhm.
we have to give examples. We have to say stories. That's how
Correct.
you get people engaged, right? So
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think storytelling, as you said, helps in every field and in every aspect of work.
Lovely. Thanks for that, right, Karthik? So I think you touched on a very important point around the passion and the joy, right? So I think during my some experiments, I actually did this experiment with my nieces and nephews, and I found out that whenever they did something creative that
Hmm.
brought joy and happiness to them, right? So if it's drawing or whatever it is, so you have to do that. One last thing that I have for you is that, do you think to be a great storyteller, you also have to have read many stories? And I'll tell you, reading, does that also impact one thing? And I'll tell you why, because I was actually watching Neil Gaiman on the Tata Literature Festival today, one of the things, and he's one of the most famous authors of so many books, etc., etc. And I would recommend you watch that also. I'll send you a link,
Okay,
right?
sure.
Because he talks about the medium, how prose or poetry, and then it changes to comic books, and the medium changes. So from all words, it actually
Yeah,
changes to words and pictures, and then the next stage of that is coming to movies, right? When it's all, so the medium also matters so much, right?
yeah,
And I know I am not a I don't look at all of this, but then talking to you on the same day where I have all gone through that particular talk of his, it kind of connects a lot of dots
yeah.
and says, so it's so important. So reading, do you think reading a lot of stories and reading a lot of books also would help people in building their stories?
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, see what reading does is it acts as a stimulus, right? I mean, most importantly, when you read, you give your mind that peace that it needs and the
Mhm.
fodder that it needs,
Mhm.
and it also helps in your imagination a lot. I mean, if I strictly talk about filmmaking, I think reading is a must, because
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
whe- when I am a director, when I'm translating something from a written material into something on celluloid, right? What
Correct.
I'm doing is I'm transferring my imagination. How do I make my imagination better? By reading more. The more I read,
Correct.
the more I imagine. Because that's the first thing you do when you read something. You're imagining a story in your head. You're imagining whatever is happening on that book in your head, and eventually that those pictures that form on your head is what you're going to transfer onto the celluloid, onto the film camera.
Perfect.
So I think for filmmaker for sure, and even in general, I think every corporate person and every intellect person would advise that reading helps, and they don't say it just for the sake of it. They say it because they've done it through experience, and they've had the experience of reading and it making them better in their work, right?
Lovely, lovely. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, man. I'm really, really glad that we had this conversation,
Thanks,
and I'm
thanks,
sure people who are watching this would take a few points and once we post it. So thank you very much. Cheers,
thanks,
man.
thanks a lot, Tahir.